The FBI ushered in a new era on February 20, 2025, with the confirmation of Kash Patel as its director. The Senate vote, 51 to 47, reflected the deeply partisan atmosphere surrounding his appointment. Patel's confirmation followed a contentious hearing in the Senate Judiciary Committee, where he faced sharp questioning from Democrats. Republicans, however, largely rallied behind Patel, praising his experience and commitment to law enforcement. The close vote, with Vice President Mike Pence casting the tie-breaking vote in the committee, underscored the political tightrope walk Patel will face as he takes the helm of the nation's premier law enforcement agency. Patel's confirmation marks a significant moment in the FBI's history. He is the first Indian American to hold the position, a landmark achievement for diversity and leadership. However, his appointment also comes at a time of heightened scrutiny for the FBI. The agency has been criticized in recent years for its handling of sensitive investigations, including those involving former President Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Patel will face immediate pressure to restore public trust in the FBI and to demonstrate its commitment to impartiality and independence. The new director's first challenge will be to unite the FBI's workforce. Morale within the agency has reportedly suffered in recent years, with some agents expressing concerns about politicization and a lack of clear direction. Patel will need to articulate a clear vision for the FBI's future and to build consensus around his leadership. He will also need to address concerns about his own past statements and actions, which have drawn criticism from some Democrats and civil rights groups. Patel's success or failure in navigating these challenges will have profound implications for the FBI and for the nation as a whole. A strong and independent FBI is essential to protecting national security and upholding the rule of law. The eyes of the nation will be on Director Patel as he begins his tenure at the helm of this vital institution. Senator Lindsey Graham, a staunch Republican and close ally of former President Trump, emerged as one of Patel's most vocal supporters during the confirmation process. Graham, known for his hawkish foreign policy views and his often combative style, praised Patel's experience in national security and his commitment to combating terrorism. He pointed to Patel's work as a federal prosecutor, where he handled terrorism and espionage cases, as evidence of his qualifications for the FBI's top job. Graham also highlighted Patel's role in uncovering what he called the Russian hoax, a reference to the FBI's investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election. Graham, a frequent critic of the Russia investigation, has accused the FBI of bias and misconduct in its handling of the probe. He argued that Patel, who had access to classified information as a House Intelligence Committee staffer, played a key role in exposing alleged wrongdoing by the FBI. Graham's support for Patel was unwavering throughout the confirmation process. He repeatedly defended Patel against accusations of partisanship and lack of experience, arguing that he was the best person to lead the FBI in a time of complex threats. Graham's endorsement carried significant weight within the Republican Party, and it likely helped to solidify support for Patel among GOP senators who were initially on the fence. However, Graham's support for Patel also underscored the partisan divide surrounding the FBI. Democrats have accused Graham of politicizing the agency and of undermining its independence. They argue that Graham's focus on the Russian hoax is a distraction from more pressing issues facing the FBI, such as domestic terrorism and cybercrime. The clash between Graham and Democrats over Patel's nomination is a microcosm of the broader partisan battles that have come to define American politics in recent years. The specter of the Russian hoax, a term used by former President Trump and his allies to discredit the FBI's investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election, loomed large over Patel's confirmation hearings. Republicans, led by Senator Graham, repeatedly raised the issue, arguing that Patel's experience working on the House Intelligence Committee's investigation into the matter made him uniquely qualified to lead the FBI. Democrats, however, pushed back against what they saw as an attempt to relitigate a settled matter. They argued that the Mueller investigation, which ultimately found that Russia did interfere in the election, but did not establish a criminal conspiracy between the Trump campaign and Russia, had been thorough and fair. They accused Republicans of using the Russian hoax narrative to sow distrust in law enforcement and to undermine faith in democratic institutions. The debate over the Russian hoax highlighted the deep partisan divisions that continue to plague American politics. While Republicans have seized on the issue as evidence of alleged bias and misconduct within the FBI, Democrats have defended the agency's actions and accused Republicans of engaging in a disinformation campaign. The partisan gridlock over the issue has made it difficult to have a rational and fact-based conversation about the very real threat of foreign interference in U.S. elections. Patel's confirmation as FBI director is likely to further inflame tensions over the Russian hoax. Democrats fear that Patel, who has echoed Trump's claims about the investigation, will use his position to pursue politically motivated investigations into the FBI's handling of the matter. Republicans, on the other hand, hope that Patel will bring much-needed accountability to the agency and root out what they see as anti-Trump bias. The battle over the Russian hoax is far from over, and it will continue to cast a shadow over the FBI and American politics for years to come. Kash Patel's journey to the directorship of the FBI is a testament to his ambition and his ability to navigate the corridors of power in Washington, D.C. Born to Indian immigrant parents, Patel grew up in New York and went on to study law at the University of Richmond and George Washington University. After a stint as a public defender, he joined the Department of Justice, where he worked as a prosecutor in the National Security Division. It was during his time at the Justice Department that Patel first caught the attention of Republican lawmakers. He developed a reputation as a tough and effective prosecutor, and he was soon recruited to work for the House Intelligence Committee, which was then chaired by Devin Nunes, a close ally of President Trump. Patel quickly became a key player in Nunes's investigation into the origins of the FBI's probe into Russian interference in the 2016 election. Patel's work for Nunes brought him into Trump's orbit, and he soon became one of the president's most trusted advisors on national security matters. He served as a senior counterterrorism official on the National Security Council, where he was involved in a number of high-profile operations, including the raid that killed ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. When Trump's first FBI director, Christopher Wray, resigned in early 2025, Patel was seen as a natural successor. He had the trust of the president, a deep understanding of the intelligence community, and a track record of success in government. However, his nomination was not without controversy. Democrats raised concerns about his partisanship, his lack of experience leading a large organization, and his role in Trump's efforts to undermine the Russia investigation.